What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Marcus.
And I'm Shelby. And we're Crugers with a C.
What's up, honey?
I'm good.
I'm good. We're rolling today.
Yes, we are.
And this is the first time for us having two guests in the day.
I know. We just doing it big.
Chat and chew. We showing out. We straight showing out. What you got for us this time?
Well, shoot, we brunch, I guess.
Brunch?
Yeah.
I never ate brunch, so we acting bougie today. Huh?
Yeah, we're going to be a little bit bougie. So we have some fruit, some pastries, and we have a sausage hash brown casserole.
All right.
So, yeah, we can chew later, but we're going to chat right now.
All right. Now, I have to say this, ladies and gentlemen. I never met somebody and instantly became a fan of the music, right? So I was in this, we was at this event in Ocala, Florida, and we see this young lady on stage and she's rapping, right? Now, later throughout the event, we talked to this young lady, asked her to spit a couple bars. Somebody was dated and they was like, bust a rap, but I was like, people don't say that no more, right?
Don't put me out there.
And so, you know, we're in an event, so I'm listening, but I really can't hear, right? So then we get in the car, and I say, look up this young lady. And I heard the beat, and I played the song at least 6 times.
All the way till we got home.
I played the song from Ocala back to Gainesville on repeat. Then I went and looked for a video, and I was even more intrigued. So we're not going to keep you waiting. We have Sha Sha Muzik in the house.
What's up?
Hey, thank you guys for inviting me to chat and chew with you all.
That's what's up. Come up to your mic, son. So Sha Sha Muzik, how are you?
I'm doing great today. You know, it's a great day today, laid back, chilled, so I'm enjoying the day.
All right.
And at first, we thought that we weren't going to be able to get you because you was going to be out of town.
Yes.
And you called back and said, hey, is there any way? And I made that call ASAP. I was like, yes, we could do it. So tell us a little about where you were going to be.
Okay, so I was planned to be at, it's called Kingdom Image Awards. It's for artists, musicians, and those in the media. It's an award show, Christian-based. And I'm nominated for Christian Hip Hop Artist of the Year.
And where was that at?
Ohio, Columbus.
One of them is in Ohio. It's not in Florida, okay? But the storm stopped you.
Right. So when I got word that a storm was coming, Hurricane Michael, I immediately was like, okay, just be wise. Yeah. Cancel those plans. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And thank God, you know, all is well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's back up because we just met you and we want to know about you. We want to know who is Sha Sha Muzik. We don't want to read about it. We don't want to hear it from nobody else. We want to know for ourselves.
Okay.
Who is Sha Sha Muzik?
All right, so now a lot of people know me as, you know, a MC, a rap artist, but I also do empowerment speaking for youth, young adults, women. I do graphics. I have a company called Launch Forward Graphics. And then I also write. You know, I do a lot of poetry. That's how I started doing a lot of poetry. And then just adding music to it just made it more powerful and gave me an even louder voice. So I'm a mom. You know, I definitely work with youth. I'm always a part of ministry. Ministry is my life. So that's me.
Okay.
What was your first song you wrote?
Probably. Okay, so when I first started rapping, I was not rapping for God. I was not rapping for Christ. The hook went something like, basically, you know I stay on my TOPs. Basically, you try to play me down, hate on me, but don't try me, because then you'll see you can't stop me. So I was like a little hood girl, you know? You know, I'm a little hood, so, you know, that was just me.
So you was a hood girl. Where do you originally hail from?
So my mother and father are Haitian. So my whole family is from Haiti. And I grew up in Port St. Lucie, Florida, Fort Pierce, Florida, St. Lucie County, down South Florida.
Okay.
What was your original thing with rapping? Because you was writing, and you could have been a poet. You could have been any other type of artist. But what made music stand out?
when I started doing poetry and even music, it was a way for me to vent, get my feelings out. Sometimes you walk into this phase of life, especially being a teenager to young adult. Sometimes you may feel misunderstood, like nobody understands where you are at the place you are in your life, the feelings or emotions you go through, and things of that nature. So initially, it started for me as my way to vent and my way to get my thoughts, everything bottled up out. But now it's more so a ministry for me, a passion for me to help others grow, empower others. That's why with the song, the first real major song that I did that everybody in the black is called "Do the Hallelujah." Hallelujah is the highest praise. It kind of empowers people. And now I'm coming out with "I'm Gonna Shine," and it's kind of like a declaration, like, listen, it don't matter how people try to define you or put you in a box. Shine, just do you, shine.
Mm.
So yeah.
So I also saw on the website that you had a shirt.
Yes.
And that's how that shirt came about, from that song.
The
Hallelujah.
song, then the shirt.
The song, then the shirt. Okay. Yeah, I was like, I wonder how she came up with that. I think that's cute. That's nice.
One day I want to be my own inspirational, have my own inspirational t-shirt shop, because sometimes I just want to wear t-shirts that have like positive sayings or messages on it. Not necessarily scripture, but just, and I figured, song by song, I'll start developing that line.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that idea too.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll see a nice shirt online, and then like when I'm ready or have the money for it or remember, oh yeah, I need to buy it, the whole store is shut down because they don't have enough, support or finances to keep it open. So I was just like, you know what? The wise way, one by one.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to get me a couple of shirts, because I like throwback t-shirts, like Blockbuster. I like wearing them over. And
right.
I support that. That's my weekend wear.
Awesome.
A nice t-shirt. Yeah.
Right.
All right, so now I want to back up. Now, I guess I'm the one who asked the hard questions. Is that okay?
That's fine.
You said music was a way for you to vent. What were some of those pressures?
Okay, so as a young girl, my mom raised me single. She did an awesome job with us. Thoughts of, okay, where's my dad? He's not there. Or even as a teenager, wanting to feel acceptance or puppy love or wanting to have a boyfriend, things of that nature. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Girls think of that stuff.
Yeah.
So, and or even just I'm also Haitian. So sometimes I wasn't accepted because of my ethnicity. Oh, y'all eat cats and dogs, and that's hurtful. But as a kid, they just say whatever they want off their tongue, and they don't know how it later on affects you. And then sometimes you just want to feel validated in life. So those derive from different places as to why I would just write and write and write, just things from my heart, things I felt no one was hearing me say. So, yeah.
Okay.
Now, from that point, and you was writing, about how many things did you have written before you actually verbally said it?
Ooh, a lot, like a whole book full. Because it wasn't until I was like 17 or 18 that I actually started going into the studio. And so you're saying it might be like 4 or 5 years of just writing before. Because when I began to rap, it was me and these other two girls. We were a group called Better Than Ever. And so I loved them. And then once we graduated high school and went off our separate ways to college and lived life, we broke up. But then that's when a shift happened in my life where I gave my life back to Christ. Because, growing up, mama always kept us in church and things of that nature.
Right.
And you said you were saved, but when I look back on it now, I was just saved. I really didn't live that lifestyle. I just did what mama told me to do, and it was a good gesture to do.
It wasn't your personal relationship.
Right.
Okay.
And when that personal relationship kicked in, that's when I was like, okay, I got to give it all to him. I got to give these lyrics to him, these songs to him. And that's how it went.
Okay, so that personal experience, do you remember it? Because I remember mine.
Yes. So I actually moved here to Gainesville, and I was bad, y'all. I was dating little, gangster guys, thug guys, nerd guys, athletic. I was bad. I had I would say negative influences. And when I moved here, my sister took me to church. And I can remember it was just like, as the preacher was preaching, my heart, everything, I just felt conviction. Like, Sha, you know who I am. You need to come back home.
Yeah.
And from that time forward, I would say I was about 20. And I've just been living for God wholeheartedly.
So did you go to college here?
I did go to Santa Fe.
Okay.
I did go to a community college back home as well. But everybody thought I moved here for UF, but I was like, no, baby steps.
I did.
Because
For some reason, I did.
yeah, and a lot of people do. Okay, all right. So you get there, you get through your life change.
Right.
What happens after that?
So I started praise dancing a lot. And I also became the praise dance leader at the church eventually. And for over 12, 13 years, I was the leader until I started diving more into rapping. But before then, I just danced everywhere. Atlanta, Georgia, Miami. I was just always on the go dancing. But I thank God for that time, because it allowed me to like really evaluate my atmosphere, because certain atmospheres you walk into in ministry and church, it aren't quite conducive to what you think you're gonna walk into. And then too, it allowed me to like have that utterly no fear, like boldness. So I thank God for that, because I feel like it also helped prepare me for who I am today when you see me on this stage.
Right.
Yeah.
What you mean, like it wasn't conducive to what you think it would be?
So sometimes when you are invited, you're thinking that the majority is going to welcome in that gift you have. Sometimes that's not the case. It's just the person who invited you welcomes your gift.
Okay.
Okay.
So you come in there all, no. That church may be dry and dead as all get out, and it's on you to activate your gift to stir up the spirit in there. And it really taught me how to not to be shy. To, as I'm dancing, I'm looking you dead in your eye, and I'm speaking to you, and
giving it
you
to
know,
him.
you got to give it to him. And so same thing when I'm rapping, I'll look you dead in the face and I give it to you, so you can feel the conviction or feel the passion of how God changed my life, or how He, really been present in my life. So yeah.
Was it any time that, because that you had to build to that, right?
Yes.
Was it any time that you saw an immediate result with looking somebody in their face and activating your gift? I want that story.
So I can remember there's a song I call that I have on my mixtape. It's called "Eye of the Hurricane." Any time, and it was produced by BJ Courtney. He's right here in Gainesville, Florida. The whole mixtape.
Oh wait, BJ. I think I know BJ. Bald head?
Yes.
I know BJ.
Dark skin.
Yes.
Sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, we do. We met.
BJ, what's up?
So he produced my mixtape. And on this particular song, it starts off with a little boy praying, decreeing, and declaring. You've probably seen that YouTube video. I decree, I declare. Anywho,
I haven't seen that one.
it's years old. He starts off with decreeing and declaring, and it ends off actually with Bishop Courtney out of Archer, Florida, with a prayer. Every time I minister the song, Eye of the Hurricane, it pretty much is about having the peace that passes all other understanding, because in the eye is where the peace is. And I experienced so many different things that I truly understand now what God's peace is. So people literally cry, tears falling down their face. I have not performed it and not seen at least one or two people where I could like see them, like it's making their conscious mind think, it's convicting, it's giving them reassurance of who God is, it's giving them reassurance of their actual current situation, that God can be that peace in the midst of whatever you're dealing with. So yeah, it's interesting.
Right. So what's the process of, I always wanted to know, like, do y'all just come up with the praise dances off of the fly, or is it something you practice for?
So praise dancers, there's a large group of us that have a bad rap, and then there's a large group of us that we don't, because I would say the proper way is study that song. Let it minister to you in your heart. just like we have choreography with hip hop dancing and ballet, it's liturgical, so it's pretty much just your interpretation of the words to that song or beat.
Okay.
You can incorporate mime, you can incorporate ballet, you can incorporate jazz moves and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, when you're doing praise dancing, it's just led by God. It's allowing the Holy Spirit to use you, and so that's how I've done it, and that's how my groups have done it in the past.
Have you ever like coordinated or choreographed dance?
Oh yeah, all the time. And everybody has a different style and the way they do it. And so sometimes I'll join with other leaders and be like, let's do this song together and teach choreography of some of your style, some of my style, and we go forth like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of churches not being welcoming of that gift, how long did you see a change, like from people not welcoming it to people starting to welcome it? And how was that shift?
I would say about 15, 16 years ago, I was rapping in the church, and you could tell it was like, well, you'll be a good first lady, you'll be a good evangelist, just stick to dancing, It's not that they were saying you were bad at what you do, but it's just like what you're doing is uncommon. It wasn't well supported. It wasn't like, you see somebody go up there and sing, baby.
Right.
You don't get that when you're up there rapping.
Wait, so they were saying you'll be a good first lady?
Yeah.
So how did you feel about that?
It's kind of like when somebody throws shade, you just kind of swallow it and keep going. You don't, in your mind, you're like, okay, you don't get it. And you just kind of keep walking. But it delayed me because there were people that I would literally confide in. Those friends, you'd be like, yo, I got this good business idea. What you think? And they'd be like, yeah, that's good. Go for it. Whenever it came to rap or whenever it came to music, it was like their answers will always be full of doubt. Full of, I don't know. You're getting a little too old. Everybody else is rapping. You got a child now. I don't know. I'm talking about these are people you respect. These are people you look up to. These are people you normally, say, hey, pray for me about the situation. I mean, just throwing doubt. But what didn't change for me or what stayed consistent was God was dealing with me in my dreams and showing me like, this is where I need you to go. This is what I need you to rise up and do. And so that's what really was everything for me. So for 8 or so years, I completely stopped rapping because of fear, because of not feeling validated, because not feeling like that people ain't gonna take me serious.
Wow.
So why do you think people have those thoughts or reactions about Christian rappers?
Because I believe they don't see how it changes people's lives. They just think it's a bunch of noise. But if you're a lover of hip hop, you can relate to it. You're not speaking my language. But if you're a lover of Southern gospel or even quartet, you're speaking my language. I can relate to it. So being that some have got a bad rap because when they come in there, it's just a bunch of noise, and then they don't understand what they're saying because they're rapping so fast. But if you just look, see, I'm old school, so the way I rap is very easy to understand. I got a little flow to it. But for others, when they've heard them, it's just been like, this is noise in my ear.
Right.
So,
do you think eventually some traditional Christians will come around?
Yeah, because now you got people like, for example, Erica Campbell doing things like, I love God.
Yeah.
Do you love? And I think she's trying to merge the two worlds together. Or when you see them, that's why I love them like I do. You got Lecrae in there, Ruben Studdard's in there, and it's really trying to merge the two so people can understand, like, listen, this is also a witnessing tool. It can be used as well. So it's coming around.
Baby steps.
Yeah, it's coming around.
But let me ask you this. How do you feel about the title Trap Gospel?
I feel like somebody like really made that up to be hip, because the trap is the drug house.
Right.
And if you really get to the core what the trap is, it don't mix with the gospel, but I get it. I get it. I get why they do it, but I
think they trying
it's hip
too
hop.
hard.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, it's a reach. Y'all reaching, but it's just hip hop.
Yeah.
Right, because I understand it. I was like, that ain't a good thing.
Right. Right.
I knew it wasn't a good thing. And I personally think that stuff like that is what kind of give people like you a black eye.
Yeah.
When people, like you said, reaching too far, just call it what it is.
Right.
Just be you.
Right.
Yeah, be you.
And
Call
it'll
it what
come
it
out.
is.
It'll
Right.
be-
If it's hip hop, let it be hip hop. If it's rock, let it be rock. If it's classical, jazz, let it be just that. You reaching.
Yeah.
All right, now being a female rapper, what's your take on it?
It's fun, man. My mindset, the way I am, I know that sometimes guys, it's definitely dominated by men, and it's fun because in the beginning I would go to different events and it'd be all male rappers and I'm the only female, so they kind of looking at, oh, she ain't finna do nothing, she ain't finna. And I go up there and be better than half of them, you know, and it's so funny. And I'm not saying it because of pride, but because of what others have told me afterwards, like, girl, you commanded the stage, and you have to, because it's a male dominant situation. And like I said, my past experiences have allowed me to just be very bold. And now that I'm older, I'm not a 21-year-old who's just, my confidence is easily torn down. I go in there knowing what my personal mission is. And all I came to accomplish was my personal mission. No competition. No, I'm better than you, you better than me, because we all are gifts. You could be the storyteller. You could be the, the gangster rapper. You could be the one with a whole bunch of, I don't know. You could be the freestyler,
Right.
And you all have a different gift. And I think together it could really be powerful in the body.
So it's room for everybody.
It
basically.
is. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
So do you feel like you get support from the male artists before or after you perform?
After. Because a lot of people think I came to sing.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You're not
Yeah.
the
A lot
first
of people,
person I heard
yeah,
say
okay.
a lot of people think I came to sing, and it's like, no, and then because I wear my blazer, I wear my heels, and
Yeah.
I don't know, I've never really rock fitted caps like that, but everybody is, can have their style or whatnot, but I just stay true to mine, and so once they be like, what, she rap? Then I get props, and so I'm thankful for that. They've always welcomed me.
That's good.
And that's one thing I like about you. Like, you get on, when I seen you on stage, you was a totally different person. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It was like, yeah, you do command the stage. But then when you get down, you're so approachable.
Yeah.
You was. And I felt good about that. I was like, yeah, because sometimes people can get heady. You know? And have you ever experienced that?
Yes, I have. I've even experienced to where, like I said before, they'll think I'm singing, but then once I rap, it's just more so like, they were very friendly before they knew I was a rapper, and then all of a sudden it's like, I don't want to fool with her. That's my competition now. And it's just weird. Even in the church, it's just weird. Or even meeting some artists that you've seen online and you get to meet them for the first time. And you're like, whoa, very egotistic, very big-headed. But then I'm just thankful to God to also meet artists that are like me. We're just humble. We're just in this thing. We're just sharing our gift with the world. That's it.
Who is the favorite artist that you've met, whether we know them or not? Who was one person that you met?
I've met Dorinda Clark. She is very sweet, man. She's very, very sweet. I've met William Murphy. He is very down to earth. Very, very down to earth. It was crazy. He had his bodyguards with him, but he was just kind of breaking out his bodyguards. Hey, how you doing? It was just kind of like, no crew, no posse. It didn't take, all of that. And he went on stage and his praises what I do and did what he got to do and came down. And I mean, very, very down to earth. So I'm though that gives me hope for as you climb this ladder and elevate, you can still have a head on your shoulders and be humble and receive the people.
All right, have you ever been out and somebody recognized you yet?
Yes. Waffle House, Walmart. Even when I go to South Carolina, I started building a little fan base in South Carolina, and I'll go and I'll be walking thinking like nobody knows me, and I'll hear Sha Sha, and I'm like, hey, So it's a journey. It's fun. It's been fun.
Right.
I like it.
So how does that feel? How does that feel?
Yeah, I want to know.
I really want to know.
It's different, but it also kind of feels like family, like your cousin that you ain't seen in a long time. So for me, it feels like family. It doesn't feel like I don't know, like, you know how you see Beyonce? No,
yeah.
it feels like you met an old friend.
Okay,
Oh,
man.
okay.
Yeah.
So everybody has been nice. You haven't had any crazy like encounters.
So I went to South Carolina.
Yeah.
And, you know, you exchange your information, and then this little girl just started like stalking me. Within 3 days, she's like, I love you so much. You're like my sister. And then she started telling me how she was going through depression, suicidal. So I had to nip that in the butt, because if it's real, I'm like, who's your pastor? Who's your youth pastor? Like, now I need to talk to them, because you're telling me you're suicidal, you're depression.
Right.
But I think for her, it was just to get my attention so that I could have conversations with her on Facebook. Because, you know, on Facebook, you show that little green dot, you know,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
online. Hey, you know, and it was
Yeah.
just like, whoa. But I've had a lot of those where they just want all your time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They wanted to say, I talked to her. I
Right.
talked to Sha Sha today.
Yeah.
For real, see?
Yeah, I'm having a birthday party. Can you come? I'm like, you way in Washington.
Wow.
You know, stuff like
People know
that.
you're in Washington.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm very humble, man. I'm just
Yeah.
like, man,
I
I'm
can
just
tell though.
like,
yeah, you have like he said earlier, approachable. You're very approachable.
Yeah, because I was like, sometimes you meet people and you be like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't want to have to face what might happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when I saw you, I was like, she gonna talk to us, you know. So I felt good about
And
that.
that was one thing about coming to the event we met you at in Ocala. I don't know about you, honey, but I was nervous because we were new and we didn't know anybody. Like, people know us that way. People don't know us this way.
Right.
But everybody was so nice and so humble and so welcoming. And you was exactly that. It was just fun.
Right.
So, yeah.
All right, so tell us a little bit, like, where have your travels or your ministry taken you? Like, what places?
So far, Florida. In Florida, of course, you know, Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Port St. Lucie. I have not. I'm waiting on it for invites to Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm, but it hasn't yet. But it's coming. But Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Texas, New Orleans, Vegas.
Wow.
Detroit next year, Baltimore next year, Alabama next year, and those are already booked. Already, you know, I just got to show up the day it happens.
Right.
So I'm just thankful to God. He's really been like making room for my gift in different ways, and I think that's what's making me so humble, because I know it's God opening up the doors.
Right.
As long as I stay about His business, He's just gonna allow those doors to open.
Right. When did you first start seeing your ministry grow legs, if I should say that?
Okay, so this is what I did. When you go and declare and say, I got this, I'm a rapper, and no one has heard you rap, you have to like put yourself out there so people could start seeing you. So what I would do is, tip for artists, I would go on Facebook events. And if there was like, let's say in November, I ain't got nothing booked or scheduled for me to go to. And also too, it was a sacrifice. I would go knowing I'm not getting paid for this, no love offerings coming my way, and I might not sell not one CD. But I'm gonna go because I want to enlarge my territory and also expose to people, this is what I do. And I'm serious about what I do. I want people to take me serious.
Right.
And so I would literally go 2 hours north, 2 hours south, 2 hours east, 2 hours west. So Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Tampa, Orlando. And I would see what's going on, and I would literally offer the gift to that service or to that event.
Okay.
And that's how within 6-7 months, every day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was at somebody's church, event, festival, party, well, you name it, I was there.
So that's literally like, I'm talking all bad. My bad. So that's literally paying your way. Now,
And now I don't have to do that anymore. It comes to me.
Comes to
Right.
you. You put in the work.
Right.
and see, that's your business as well. Well, whether we want, okay, wait, let me ask you, do you agree with that? That ministry is a business?
Yes, there is a business side to it.
All right, so I meet people and I think that they don't think that it's a business to doing this. Give us some insight, some advice, do's and don'ts.
Well, I had top 5 tips
Okay.
for new artists. I guess you can answer all of that.
Yeah.
Because you gave one.
Right. Preparation is everything. As far as on the tip side, your season of preparation, don't look at these small churches or small events of 3 and 4 people, 10 to 15 people, distract you or make you feel like it wasn't nothing. Sometimes those will be the ministries that'll bless your business or your the most. And also it's training. You have to train yourself before you get to the bigger stages, bigger platforms, bigger networks. As far as business, I understand it's ministry, and a lot of people want to take that everything you do. Well, I get this all the time. Well, we're doing a fundraiser, so we can't give you gas money, but we still want you to come. But you're 2 cities away from me. I went into the studio, paid XYZ for the beat, paid into the studio, paid XYZ for my time, mixing and mastering. Gas is not free, food is not free, my time is not free. Yes, I do this. Yes, I may go to different places and it may cost them nothing and I don't look for anything, but there's a time and a place that as you get requested more and you're on a go more, bills still come.
Right.
And so you love what you do, but bless the body as well.
Right.
I put time and money into my gift. Do the same for what I've invested in as well. You like it, you've been requesting it, it's in high demand. So it's okay to be a blessing, because if Leandra Johnson walked in the building and told you she needed $5,000, they're going to raise that money. They're going to do some chicken dinners, some rib dinners, and make sure she get paid.
Exactly.
Did you ever feel pressure from that situation, like having to say, did you ever feel like it was a time you was like, listen, I will come, but you have to do this or provide something?
At first, yes. At first, yes, because you do have a lot of Christians out there that say, well, the word is free. Why do you charge? Well, now this is also a craft and a career. And I would love to do this full time, not going to somebody's job working a 9 to 5, because I also have a 9 to 5, but I have a child. I have different, bills and different things going on as well. So then you start adding those things in, and then too, you want to look presentable. So everywhere you go, not saying you have to buy a brand new outfit, but you got to look like something. All those things cost. Right. And I don't think people really count up the cost when they're trying to invite you. They're just looking at you being someone to fill in their service. And also too, with praise dancers, people don't never be like, here's some money into their hands as a praise dancer. And it's like the time, the energy they go through practicing and meditating and being before God just to allow for the Holy Spirit to stir up in your event. It's just like, come on, bless them. You know, it's okay to bless them.
That's things that we don't think about, and there's so many other things that people do that they're not compensated for.
Right.
But we'll go buy something out of the store.
Right.
We'll go do that. But I just want to say, we have to support our artists, and we just got to support them. Because you have maintenance on your car.
Right.
You get on that road.
Tires, everything.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to know if you ever felt any pressure from that. So
in the beginning, yeah. But after a while, when you start hearing the same stories, you're like, no.
Okay, then.
Because there are ministries that will bless you. There are ministries out there that
So
will.
you're okay with just telling them no?
Well, I let them know there's an honorarium at this time due to the large requests that I have and the expenses that I have just to get to them. And it's up to them to like, okay, let's negotiate the honorarium or say no. And if they don't want to negotiate, I completely understand. There was a season in my life where I would just go. And especially if I've gone to your ministries multiple times and you guys hadn't taken out the time to say, well, here's something in your pocket, or even, what would be real helpful? Get into the microphone and say, hey, we have a recording artist back there. Go bless her, buy a CD, buy a t-shirt. They don't even say that.
Now, do you think they don't say it because they don't say it, or do you think they don't know? Or do you think they think that way?
I think some might not know. I think some just assume people are going to walk back there and bless you.
Right.
And sometimes it's whoever's behind that mic, who says it, like if the pastor makes an announcement, go bless Sha Sha.
Oh, it's the person.
Yes,
Right.
they'll go bless them. But if I'm in the mic, I say I'm Sha Sha Muzik, I recorded this song. That was kind of like my announcement in a sense. But after that, you don't really get people who come back to, and it's not because you're not good. And sometimes you got to think too. Sometimes you may not have hip hop lovers in the audience. But I mean,
yeah. Now
We got Sha Sha Muzik. Y'all bless her.
Now you say you have a 9-to-5 and you do this. So can you give, how do you handle time management and productivity?
Okay, so I also don't have a manager either. Okay. So when it comes to promo, when it comes to getting the word out, or even looking for different events to be a part of, there's certain days of the week I'll just share information.
Okay.
Sending my music to radio, sending my music to magazine companies, singing my music to TV stations, different things of that nature. And then there's a day where what's next, Sha? What do you need to check off on your list? What more do you need to do? What didn't you finish? And then there's days where I go back to, promo. Or how can I, what is next for you in your music? Do you need to go back to the studio? Do you need to do features? Do you need to, things of that nature?
So you're just very organized.
No, I try. I try to keep a structure, but I try to, and it's been working for me.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, today's the day I go and do that.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's consistency, and that's one thing.
That's what it is. Then you're consistent,
right?
And that's how you draw people,
right?
Because I see why they hire people for social media, because that's a job.
That's a job.
Yeah. That is a job. Like I do 3 posts on Monday, but it's a rotation of those 3 posts.
Yes.
And you imagine if you have people doing multiple posts.
right?
You have to that takes a lot of time. So see all the work that people put into their craft. They have to do this. They doing it, and
For
it's
you,
a job.
yeah.
If
she wasn't spending time, what you say, mixing and what is it called, mixing
and mastering in the studio.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a hot mess.
Yes.
So support, because she's taking time to put out quality.
Right.
Quality over quantity.
Right. And I think in the church, because they think of ministry, they always are looking for somebody to cut them a break or cut them a deal.
Right.
No, when you want to put it out there, you want quality to be put out there.
That's true.
In everything you do, God wants us to operate in excellence. So in
right.
everything we do, you should do that as well.
It's just like if you pay your light bills.
Yes.
You ain't gonna pay them what you want to pay them.
Right.
I mean, you might.
At all.
You might pay them what you want to pay them, but them lights gonna shut off.
Right.
So I understand the concept.
Right.
Now, I segueing away from that. I hope y'all get the message. Right?
Well, last thing, if you can't pour into yourself, how do you expect others to pour back into you?
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It does.
All right. So transitioning from that, who do you feel that you are the voice for?
A lot of things and a lot of people, youth, women, the broken, those who feel unaccepted, those who operate in fear, and those who are bold and confident and on fire, So I really see myself in different, because like sometimes I'll go to, there's this young lady out of Tampa, Florida. I met her in Augusta, Georgia, actually, at a festival. And she goes from detention center to detention center and all over Florida, even prisons. And so I started going with her to some of the detention centers. And, when I go in there, we're a voice to say, listen, do not let this moment define you, this situation to define you. When you get out of here, you go up from here. Do not allow those circumstances you were in before don't go around them people. Don't allow it. Even if it's mama, daddy, sister, brother, understand that, you no matter what they say, what labels they put on you, you can rise from here. So yeah, a voice for many things.
Okay. Well, what do you feel like is your most personal connection out of all of those things?
Women. being a woman, and the different stages we go through before and up to. Being a woman, you know, and because we bear a lot, we go through a lot,
right?
We're faced and challenged with a lot. So yeah.
Have you, or if you haven't, will you like mentor young girls or a young artist, female artist?
I would love to. So right now, I have a lot of artists who actually inbox me a lot about different things, all singers.
No
all
rappers,
singers,
huh?
no. And they all ask me, so Sha, you know, can I hear my song? What do you think about it? Who do you know that's good at this? Websites. Who do you know that's good at radio? Who do you know, as far, and I connect them. I'm the plug for some of them that are, you know, I'm nobody, but what I know, I will give it to you.
Right. Okay.
I don't hold any secret sauce back, any, you know, information. If I know it, you're free to have it. But it's all about opening up and asking, because I don't know who you know. I don't know who you know. And a lot of them reach out to me now. And but yeah, I would love to mentor young girls.
Okay.
I would love that.
Have any of them ran off on you twice?
What you ask?
She did.
I didn't get it. I missed it.
She said she the plug for the artist,
Oh.
and I asked have any of them ran off on her twice. Some of y'all ain't gonna get that.
Yeah.
I'll get it though. Now you can connect them to us too, because that's what we want to be. We want to be an outlet for people like you.
Awesome.
And you know, it's not even like we just want to do it, because I feel like it is a movement here, but I don't see the connection between artists. You get what I'm saying? I don't see artists connecting. I don't see Gainesville has a music scene,
Right.
But it is divided.
It is.
It is divided.
It is.
I see sometimes I see things around the city going on, but it's just like this. As many churches that's around here, there should be people on the streets. And as many gospel artists around here, there should be more events.
Right.
You know,
Right.
because
Okay, a part of the issue, like somebody reached out to me yesterday, Sha, you need to have a concert, girl. Your first concert was great. Okay, so I need a team and I need some money, and I could definitely do that for you.
right.
Conversation ended.
Got to be more careful. Like they're afraid of the work. You
Yeah,
got to
like
put
me,
in
I
work.
don't mind doing it. I don't mind doing it, but you know, where the money gonna come from?
Right.
And if people don't even want to be a
Your-
blessing to you
your
when
money
you go
tree.
to exactly my money tree in the
Your
backyard.
money
Right.
tree.
Yeah. All right. So, are there any local artists that you would like to work with or follow? And
I've worked with a lot of the local artists there. We don't necessarily have songs together, but there are times when an event happens and they're like, we don't know other people. I'll reach out to them. Hey, can you come? Hey, can you come? Hey, can you come? Hey, can you come? And they're like, man, thank you for, just thinking of me for this opportunity. I'm like, yeah, why not?
that's another issue. Like, do you feel like titles have a role in being in the way?
Motive has an issue. That's what's in the way. Because some people are artists for money. Some people are artists for the light, for the fame, for the following. Some, their heart isn't pure for what God is really telling them to do with their gift. And if your motive isn't right, that's why you have division. That's why you have, some people, they don't talk to you. They're, snooty patootie, and if the heart ain't right, everything else won't flow.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So this is the moment that I've been waiting for. New single, right?
Yes.
Shine.
Shine.
Listen, I played this song so much, but let's talk about Shine.
All right.
How did it come about?
So there's a line in there. My favorite line, even my friends will get around each other, be like, don't let the cares of this world dim your light, boo. Shake it off, shine through. That really came from a place of, like I said, for several years, I didn't even rap because of fear, because of looking for validation. And it's like you got a gift on the inside of you. It's like a song of declaration. You got a gift, and it's time for you to shine. Shake those issues, those drama, the stress, the pressures that you think you feel, because it's all an illusion, to be honest. Once you push past them, baby, you can shine.
Right.
You're born to shine. God brought you on this earth to shine and to give him glory. So it's like, man, it came from a place of just being told no or looked upon as if you can't be the one. And I'm just here to tell you, I'm going to shine.
Yeah, you did. You did that. You did that.
Now, did you write the music and then get the beat, or did you write to the beat?
I got the beat first. And when I got the beat, I just was listening to it in my car, everywhere I was going, and it was just like, I'm gonna shine. You know, and it was just that simple, but it was just like, and there ain't nothing to it. Hey, I'm gonna shine. Because it isn't.
Right.
So who did the beat? Is it somebody from Florida?
Yes, his name is Mr. Banana Boat. He's out of Orlando, Florida. I've known him since I was in middle school. You hear me?
Okay.
And the Lord has truly opened up doors for him to also produce other things with artists in Atlantic Records, Slip and Slide Records, and different things like that. And he did not go to music school.
That's what it reminded me of.
So he did that?
He did.
He didn't take it to the house?
No.
What you said?
I said take it to the house because she said Slip and Slide Records.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, this beat's so Florida.
Right.
That's why I asked you that. The beginning, the drums. Like, it sounded like
and he did that live himself.
Really?
I was wondering.
He was a drum major back in the day.
Okay,
You said
I said that because I
Yes.
was wondering, did he use a high school band or did he go to a college and get somebody to do that?
He went to the local high school and literally tapped on every drum head till he got the right sound and did it.
It sounded like it. It is so original.
It was live.
We have to talk. I got to pull up on Mr. Banana Boat. We got to talk
Yes.
about that, man.
Yeah.
Because I think that was one thing that drove me to the song. But when I listened to it, I actually liked this. I even told her, and I'm like, sometimes you get people music and I'm like, huh. I said, she actually pretty good.
The song is great, but everything about the song is great because it put me in the place of high school football games and fam and BCU. It put me in that mind frame.
Yes.
And then when I saw the video, it just made me think of being back home, like going to a fair, and all of that. And definitely at the night scenes, it just made me think of how we used to have our moms drop us off at the county fair and just have fun. It put me in that place, positivity, feeling good, all warm and gooey inside.
Right,
That's what it did.
Right.
So what's your experiences with the video?
Man, it was great. That day we went out and I said, listen, they're going to do fireworks tonight, so this is perfect. You know, and a lot of people, when I was doing the video, we were playing the music on like a speaker. So everybody like walking by, bopping their head, like, oh, okay, you know, on beat, off beat, because you know you got some people.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was really, really fun making that video. I just wanted people to know, even as Christians, you can let your light shine even in your lifestyle. You don't have to walk around depressed. You don't have to walk around in fear or walk around looking sick. You know, you can shine and it's okay.
Yeah, you can have fun.
Yes, wherever you are in life. I'm not saying every need in my life is met, but where you are, right where you are, you can just embrace that and shine. Be happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy when I watch it.
Me too. It makes me happy too.
Some people have called me. They're like, listen, I listen to this every day in the morning on the way to work because I just got to get my pick-me-up.
Yeah.
Right. And it'll definitely do it.
Right.
Yep.
It would definitely do it.
I listen to it sometime, that long stretch on, 441, that long stretch. I be driving fast. So you gotta have some bumping music on.
Yes.
Do that sometimes.
Yes. I get it.
So what's next for Sha Sha Muzik?
Okay, so
Your sound effects.
I know.
I'm very animated. Pray for me.
No, that's good.
So, next for me would be, okay. So people don't know this. I actually in Church of God by Faith, I went to ministerial school for like 5 years because I knew I was called to be an evangelist.
Well, you go to Church of God by Faith?
No, I go to Pastor's Family Church, Pastor George Dix.
Okay, all right, okay.
Pastor Dix, what's up?
Yes.
Yeah.
And so some years back, I was in Church of God by Faith, and I did like 5 years of ministerial school because I knew God called me to be an evangelist and to evangelize, and I knew there was other spiritual giftings within me. I intercede. God deals with me in my dreams prophetically, different things of that nature. And also, too, this year more than ever, like I have a dream and literally will wake up and God has told me to speak to somebody that's going to be in the audience the next day. And I'll walk into that service and to see that person and be like, oh, okay. And I'll find a way to meet them and just tell it. And I'm not a weird person. I'll be like, God told me to tell you. Oh, look. No, I'll just be like, be encouraged, or whatever the thing is. I'll just look at them and just give them what God told me to tell them.
Right.
And then they'll confirm it, or they'll look at me like, how'd you know? You know, but it is what it is. So I see God really, really pushing me more so to speak more, take more speaking engagements. And that has happened, which is crazy. That has happened as well already for 2019. I'm just excited about it all because all these gifts work together.
Right.
All of them work together. It's not going to be, they're going to, because a lot of people think that because of all the hats that I wear, I must be like stressed out. But when you're born for a particular gifting, you can handle the gifting. And because I'm like evangelistic, I can go versus some people, they're like, man, you're going to wear me out. Right. It's because they aren't gifted to do so. So I'm just excited for 2019. I am trying to work on an album to be out by the summer of 2019. We'll see. But yeah, a lot more to come.
Now, when you get ready to do that album, you have to come back.
Okay.
And you have to come back. And
I thought he was going to want me to do, he was going to do a feature. You want me to do a feature? You going, Crugers, hey, Crugers with us.
Oh, I can rap. I can rap, watch, yo.
Bust a rhyme.
No, that's what he gonna do. He gonna bust a rhyme.
Biz Markie.
No, but when you get ready to drop the album, you got to come back and we got to talk about it and let people know. And we're going to help you spread your message.
Amen.
We're going to help you legs to what you got going on.
Awesome.
So, anything else you want to say before we wrap this up?
Follow me at shashammuzik.com, ShaShaMuz as in zebra, IK.com.
Sha Sha Muzik, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, before we go, Sha Sha.
Okay.
We have started a new little segment on Chat and Chew Crugers with the C. And so we play a game.
Oh, okay.
So you have 1 minute. Right now, the person, Lord, you see, the person that's holding the top score right now is Mr. Cruger over here. So
yes.
I'm counting on you. He has 27. So you have a minute to name movies. Okay? Ready, set, go.
My Girl, Baby Boy, Temptations, 5 Heartbeats, Happily Ever After, Avatar, Black Panther, Happy Feet 2, Sister Act 2, The Passion of Christ, Brown Sugar,
30 seconds.
oh my God. Come on, I love movies.
20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Made me want to call my daughter in here to yell out some movies.
5 seconds.
Wow. Y'all should have prepared me. This is so funny.
Oh my God, I gotta get somebody to beat this man.
Oh my gosh. And I love movies. This is
She
crazy.
got a whopping 14 movies.
Well, you beat our last interview. She got 12.
She got 12. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No.
I can't.
Hey, you didn't shine on that, though.
That was dusty.
Oh, so that's fun. So, Sha Sha, we want to thank you for stopping by. Don't be a stranger. Anytime you got something going on, let us know. We'll talk about it. We'll spread your message.
Awesome.
Until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, I am Marcus.
And I'm Shelby. And we are Crugers with the C.